Hey guys, it has been a while since I made a video, but for good reason. I have finally figured out the engine going in the Datsun. This is a 8-liter Viper V10 out of a 2002 GTS. Makes about 450 horsepower and about 500 foot-pounds of torque. And it is a tight fit. I mean, I got a few inches there and a few inches there. The whole engine actually has to go back about 4 inches. But right now, the transmission bell housing and the engine block are making contact with the firewall on both sides. So here you have the starter kind of like bulges out even further than the other side. So the plan is just, chop a good chunk out of the firewall and get this really close. And then I'm gonna reroute those coolant lines so they connect. You'll see on this side, it's just a massive line that goes all the way over. So I can just cut this pipe here and then have the rubber hose going in and then going inside to the heater. So that's not a big deal. That way I can get the back of the intake and the valve covers really, really close to the firewall. And depending on how everything sits, maybe I'll cut out some more firewall. I don't know. I'm trying to cut out as little as possible. The engine mounts literally line up perfect when the engine is another 4 inches back. So they'll line up perfectly with the front crossmember engine mounts that are originally on this car, right over here. Literally sits perfect. I don't know how this happens, but yeah, the engine mounts on the Viper motor line up perfectly with the Datsun engine mounts. So I don't really have to go crazy with making custom engine mounts or anything. And then the transmission, when it's another 4 inches back, will be right here. So the shifter is literally gonna be right in the shifter hole. I don't know how this worked out, but it did. I didn't measure anything. Besides, I measured the height of the engine and the width of the engine, and I knew it would fit in the engine bay. I wasn't sure if I could go from underneath, because when I put the engine in, it's not bolted in, it's sitting on a roller. But I lifted the car up with this makeshift crane, and then dropped the car down on top of the engine. And it fit. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do that because these valve covers stick out so much. But it worked. It was really close. I took a chunk out of the paint here, but the valve covers and the intake manifold are both gonna get fresh powder on it anyway because it's fading and it's chipped in other areas. Anyway, it fits in the engine bay, which I really was surprised. It is huge though. The question is probably weight-wise, like how much does this thing weigh? And how much is this gonna throw off the balance of the car? And actually, this engine only weighs 500 pounds, which is not much different than an LS. And plenty of people do LS swaps in these. The only difference is that the actual engine is quite a bit longer than an LS, and it will sit out past the front axle just a hair. And so that might throw off some weight stuff a little bit. So what I'm gonna do to compensate for that is I'm gonna put basically everything in the rear. Batteries in the rear, obviously fuel cells in the rear. The rear suspension is gonna get beefed up a lot. And there's gonna be an entire roll cage, which I have sitting right here. Those are the straight pipes and then the 2 hoops. And then I also have a tubular front end from Altered Intent. So full roll cage, full tubular front, the car will be a lot stiffer than it is. Obviously this thing makes 500 foot-pounds of torque. That's a ton of torque in this little car. Without any extra support, this thing would probably just twist like I don't know what to compare it to, but it would twist like crazy. Fully reinforcing everything. The front end area is gonna get some more reinforcements outside of a roll cage. So weight-wise, I'm confident it won't be too far off of being pretty balanced just because of how much weight's getting added to the cabin. And then I'm gonna push a lot of the weight to the rear end on things that, like the battery and the fuel cell and things like that. The weight shouldn't be too much of a concern. We'll see. If it is too much of a concern, who knows? Maybe I'll just throw some cement bags in the rear and weigh it down a little bit. I mean, the thing's gonna weigh about 2,500 pounds and make 450 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is the same power to weight ratio as the literally top trim level Hellcat gel brake, whatever the hell it's called. It's a ton of power. It's going to be crazy fast. So, worst case scenario, I just have to add some weight to the rear end. Or I just beef up the frame more, because of how much power it's making, and I just beef it up back there add some extra weight. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. I just know that I have a Viper engine and it's gonna be really cool. And I know there's gonna be some Datsun purists who are gonna hate it because it is nothing related to a Datsun at all. It's literally a Dodge Mopar engine. But this motor was co-engineered with Lamborghini. So Dodge actually reached out to Lamborghini back in the 90s and they built this engine together. So I technically own a Lamborghini engine and I'm technically putting a Lamborghini engine in a Datsun, right? Nah, if anything, the Viper motor is way cooler than a Lamborghini motor. I mean, just look how beautiful it is. Look at that intake. The intake manifold is just so cool. So yeah, that is where this car stands at the moment. It is it's gonna be a little Frankenstein death trap. And I did produce a full wide body kit for this car: front fenders, side skirts, rear fenders, trunk spoiler, front lip, things like that. Everything is getting produced through Aero 404, my motorsports company. It's in production right now, so I should have parts hopefully pretty soon. And I know I said I was gonna do voting process on parts and have you guys kind of vote on designs and, you know, vote on what you liked, but I just didn't have time. Unfortunately, this just, you know, this whole thing has taken a lot longer than I expected. Of course, that's just how it always goes, but I have a Viper motor, so I hope that makes up for the fact that you guys won't be voting on parts. I will have you guys vote on other things. I'm gonna try to incorporate that back into the videos at some point. I just don't know exactly when that's gonna get incorporated, so I'll keep you guys in the loop. For now, we have a Viper swap Datsun. I'm gonna get to building this thing. Let's get it running, do some donuts, burnouts. It's gonna be a great car.